For this Father's Day, I just want to give a special shout out to my dad, Ismael Sepulveda, and just thank him for all the teachings of laughter, of hard work, of devotion. My dad, he's known to be the biggest jokester with a really big laugh, and but has always been really committed to his family and never giving up on his relationships. And so I just want to say thank you to my daddy. I love you. This is a photo of him and I. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
I just want to wish happy Father's Day to my dad, Martin Miranda Sr. Thank you for making me the man I am today. Hope you have a good Father's Day, Dad. Love you.
One thing I want to tell my dad, that I love him so much. One gift that he gave me is a shirt I really wanted.
My father, Emilio Gonzalez, meant the world to me. He taught me about palabra at a young age and the importance of being a man. My stepdad, Ruben Villanueva, gave me the example on how to do those honorable things.
So what my father means to me is a superhero, because he's always taught me that no matter what obstacles come to you in life, there's always a solution or a way out of them.
And my father to me is the definition of resilience, because no matter what he's gone through in his life, he continues each day as it's a new one.
A gift that my dad has given me is ways to use my voice and how to fight for my people.
And a gift that my father has given to me is more knowledge about my Native American roots here.
We love you.
Love you, Dad.
On this Father's Day, I'd like to share how my father, Raul Lopez, showed his love to us, or specifically to me. My father was never a very touchy-feely sort of man, but he would show us how much he loved us by either bringing us food that we liked, or by cooking the food that we liked. I remember when I was 7 years old, for one Christmas, my father never did the shopping. It was always my mom. But particularly in that Christmas, I don't know why I remember, he bought me a doll that was as big as I was. I remember that doll to this day and have fond memories of it because my father actually went out to a store and bought that for me. I loved that doll so much and kept it until I was about 15 years old. And unfortunately it got lost in a move, but the memories are so with me. The fact that he went out of his way to get that doll for me made it more special than anything else I have ever gotten at Christmas time. My father to this day is not a very expressive man, but he always shows us how he loves us through his actions and the way he lives his life to make sure that we've learned to do the right thing. I love you, Papi.
One gift that my father gave me was unconditional love. Because when he was only 15 years old, he became a father. And in that moment, he decided to dedicate his life to being the best father he could be. I know that he struggled. I know it wasn't easy. But today, I say that I'm the father that I am because of the father that my dad was to me. And I'm thankful to him for that. Love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.
Hi, my name is Joe Hudson, and today I want to talk to you about Oscar Hudson, my father. My father was a kind, gentle man, a man of few words, but he taught me some lifelong lessons that I use today, and I'm successful today because of the lessons he taught me. He never came out and just told me the lessons. He showed me the lessons. He lived the lessons. He lived the values that he taught me. He taught me that the most important thing is that a faith in God, that my faith is important and it makes me strong. He taught me the value of family and how we may not always agree, but as long as we love each other, we'll get through. He taught me how to play ball. He taught me how to hunt. He taught me how to fish and fix my bicycle. But in everything that he did, he had a lesson to it. Like I said, I didn't recognize those lessons when I was growing up, but as I got older, and especially when I got out on my own, I understood the importance of the things that he taught me. He was there at home every day. He was always willing to do something with us. We ate dinner together as a family, and we had discussions about anything that was on our minds, and he never backed away from it. Even when the family struggled financially, we never knew it, because he never shared those things with us. We had food on the table, we had clothes, and we had a place to live, but most importantly, he shared his love with us. Today, I try to instill those same values with my kids. I teach them not to shy away from anything, to try to do whatever they can think they can do or want to do. And as long as they give their best, they're awesome and they're great, and I couldn't ask any more from them. I tell my little girl every night, out of all the little girls in the world, I'm lucky to have you because I want her to know that I appreciate her and how important she is in my life. As busy as I am, I try to make those commitments to her and to the rest of my grandkids that no matter what, I will be there for you. I'm just a phone call away. And that's really the importance of fatherhood, is to be there and to give those lessons, even though we don't get it the first time. As long as we see them, as long as we hear them, eventually we'll get to use them. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day.
Besides being my main source of support, my dad is also my connection to the previous generations before him. The advice they gave him is being passed down to me through him, and mixed with that advice and his support for me and his love for other people, all of those together is one of the greatest gifts I could ask for.
Una cosa que me dio mi papá es la oportunidad de saber cuánto quiere esta familia y cuánto le importamos lo suficiente para seguir trabajando en sus tiempos duros, y mi papá es un héroe para mí y siempre va a ser esa persona para mí.
I just want to take a moment and say Happy Father's Day to my dad, Juan Jimenez, who's been an amazing father to me. He hasn't always been perfect, but he's always been present and always showed his love and affection for all of his kids. So for that, te quiero mucho, Papai, and I just want to say Happy Father's Day. Love you.
So my father showed me what it means to work hard, to be of service to his community, and most of all, what it means to be a family man. I strive to be the best father I can be for my children, and I come up short in a lot of ways, but I'm committed to getting better every day, and I'm grateful to all the other fathers that helped me along the way and are so open and honest about their own struggles. Juan Mateo.
Hi, I'm Emilio Teo, and Jerry Teo is my father. And a lot of times when I meet people that he already knows, they often ask, well, how is it having Jerry Teo as your father? And a lot of times I just say, well, you know, he's my dad. But to be honest, I really know how much of a gift it is to have Jerry Teo as my father figure and as my dad, and to get to spend so much time with him and to learn from him. And so I wrote down some thoughts on having breakfast with my father. Breakfast with my father is more than just the sound of frying eggs and the smell of singeing tortillas. It is a cup full of lessons passed down from countless generations past. Breakfast with my father is not just a way to fill my stomach to get me to lunch. It is a way to fill my soul so that I do not have to search elsewhere for it. Breakfast with my father is the reason I listen when my reina challenges me rather than raising my hand. It is more than a time to ask questions in the form of words. It is a dialogue between the wisdom of his soul and the openness of mine. Breakfast with my father is the education they thought they had hushed to extinction, the dreams of ancestors 7 generations ago, now living in us. Breakfast with my father is more than a gift. It is one of the most cherished blessings I have ever been given.